Hi guys. So I laid down and took a nap today and I had a dream. I didn't ask for one. I was just so super tired because I didn't sleep much last night. But the Lord gave me a really exciting dream and I just thought I would share it with you guys. But in my dream, my dad was in my dream and my dad died 3 years ago from multiple sclerosis. And the last 20 years of his life, he couldn't walk real well. He almost walked like he was drunk all the time. And then the last 2 years of his life, he was just crippled up and he couldn't walk. He was bedbound. And in real life, he worked on for Burlington Northern Railroad. So it's just kind of weird that he was in my dream. So we were traveling nurses and we showed up at this nursing home and it was so huge. And I told my dad that he couldn't work. His legs wouldn't allow him to work. So I said, I won't work and I'll just help you work. And you can just push the medical cart while I push you in this like computer desk chair. And it had rollers on it. So he just held onto the medical cart and I pushed him and we would go from room to room. And then I had to take my lunch break. So I got in this elevator and the elevator went super fast and it was like my feet couldn't keep up with the elevator and I was like a foot or two off the ground, almost like levitation, but it wasn't. It was just the elevator was going so fast and it was just kind of weird. But as soon as we hit the first floor, my feet were on the floor. So I went to this room, and I believe it was the lunchroom, but there was a band playing, and they were singing "The King is Coming." And there was a bunch of elderly people in there, and the room was full. And so I'm walking down the middle of the aisle, and I was just singing, and kind of like how the performers just go up and shake people's hand and sing to them and stuff like that. That's what I was doing. I was just kind of rubbing people's back and singing, and I was just so happy. And I made my way back to the back of the room, and I stood in the back, and I was just lifting my hands up in worship and singing and kind of dancing in the one spot. And then to my right, I could feel like it was an employee break room. And there was a bunch of people in there. And I didn't see them doing it, but I could feel it. Like they were pointing at me and mocking me like I was some crazy woman or something. And then I must have had my break. But the song seemed like it was a long time in my dream. I mean, like I heard the whole song. It was that long. It probably wasn't, but it felt like that. So then I got off break and I got in the elevator and I punched the number 7 to go up to the 7th floor. Well, most nursing homes don't even have 2 or 3 floors. I've never been in a nursing home that has more than one. Maybe in the bigger cities they might have 2 floors, but for 7, there's just no way. So I pushed number 7 and I went up, and the place was just huge. And I was running around looking for my dad, and then I heard his voice come out of this room, and just as I was going to open the door, he opened the door. And then I told my dad, I said, we got to hurry, we got to go, we got to go. And he said, what's wrong? I said, Jesus is coming, he's coming right now, we got to go, we got to go. And I had him sit in the chair, and I started running down the hallway with him in the chair, and then my dream ended. So that was just a pretty awesome dream, you guys. I just thought I would share it. And I'm going to just play a small little clip of this song. It's a long song, so I don't want to play the whole thing. But I will leave you guys with that, and I'll talk to you later. God bless.